show you how great I am.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
And I'm better now. I'm experienced now, professional. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom. Hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
I am the greatest.
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box. And please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. Boy, Shawn Porter's dad, Kenny Porter, he went just crazy. Went crazy talking shit. He was on Barbershop Conversations. Big shout out to Barbershop Conversations. One of my favorite boxing channels to listen to. He basically got on there and he started coming at all the quote-unquote broke YouTube channels that are saying that his son, Shawn Porter, is scared of Errol Spence Jr. And he's sick and tired of that shit. He's sick and tired of he coming at everybody. All the broke YouTube channels. All of them. And I just want to let y'all know, for the record, I am a broke YouTube channel. I mean broke. Extremely broke. You know what I'm saying? I mean extremely broke. I got one of the cheapest mics you can find. I'm YouTube broke. So I fall into that category. So since I fall into that category, I feel like I got to respond to Kenny Porter. Number one, off top, I am a fan of Kenny Porter. I am a fan of Shawn Porter. I've made videos in the past about Shawn Porter and this Errol Spence situation. No doubt about it. I am definitely one of the broke channels that Kenny Porter is talking about. But when I make a video, when I give an opinion about something, I like to, get down into details, get down to the nitty gritty. So I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty. Now, Kenny Porter, I know you probably not going to hear this, but I'm going to talk to you like I'm right in front of you. From the outside looking in, from a fan perspective, from a media perspective, I don't think Shawn Porter is scared of Errol Spence in a general sense, in a literal sense. I don't think that's the case. I don't think Shawn Porter's afraid of anybody. And I think Shawn Porter would get into the ring with Errol Spence. But people in the media and the fans are not talking about that. Mr. Kenny Porter, what they're talking about is Shawn Porter's demeanor is different when Errol Spence's name is brought up versus other fighters. Let me give you a prime example. You bring up Keith Thurman's name. Shawn Porter talks real heavy, real gangster when it comes down to Keith Thurman. Walks up on him in interviews, in the media room, in the hype up to their fight. He talking shit right in his face. And he made it perfectly clear he wanted Keith one time Thurman. He made it perfectly clear. It was no doubt about it. He was talking as if he was the bully. He was the gangster in the situation. Okay? Danny Garcia. That's another one. He walks into the ring. He walks into the ring on Danny Garcia after his fight with Brandon Rios. Talking shit, talking heavy, talking gangster, talking like the bully that he is. He even made a WWE type video for Danny Garcia in the past. Shawn Porter made it perfectly clear that he wanted smoke with Danny Garcia. Now, in both of those examples, Shawn Porter made it perfectly clear, no doubt about it. But when it comes down to Errol Spence had a fight in his hometown of Texas. Shawn Porter wasn't there. He wasn't there. Errol Spence was at the Mikey Garcia Robert Easter fight. Shawn Porter could have met Errol Spence there. Shawn Porter didn't do that. You bring up Errol Spence's name with Shawn Porter in interviews. He answers the questions. He answers them honestly, it looks like. But that energy is not there. That Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman type energy is not there. He's kind of more laid back, more subdued. He's not as hype when he talks about Errol Spence versus a Keith Thurman or a Danny Garcia. Let's even take it further than that. When he was going to fight Kell Brook, when he had the belt, he was talking gangsta about Kell Brook, talking real greasy about Kell Brook. And I mean Shawn Porter type greasy. Like Shawn Porter don't talk like Adrian Broner type greasy, but his version of greasy. Talking real gangster when it came down to, Kell Brook at the end of the day. And it was to the point to where they let one of Kell Brook's guys sit in on one of his sparring sessions. That's how confident they were. But he made it perfectly clear that he wanted smoke with Kell Brook and he was going to beat Kell Brook. He made it obvious. He just doesn't do that when he talks about Errol Spence. From the outside looking in, Shawn Porter looks a little tense. And he just hasn't made it clear like he does, as clear as he does with other fighters. And to cap it off, all the way off, then you got Mikey Garcia, a guy at 135 that's actually showing Shawn Porter how to call out in Errol Spence. Mikey Garcia has been calling out Errol Spence for about a year. And people just thought he was joking around. But Mikey Garcia made it perfectly clear that he wanted smoke with Errol Spence. He says it in interviews. He says it after fights. He says it in publications. It's Errol Spence, Errol Spence, Errol Spence. And he even came out and said he seen Errol Spence fight Lamont Peterson and he thought it was going to be an easy fight. Kenny Porter, do you see the difference here? Do you see the difference? It's not even personal. I know for you it might be personal because it's your son, but do you see the difference? The way Mikey Garcia calls out Errol Spence is way different than how your son is calling him out. He's making it perfectly clear he want all the smoke. He even went to Al Heyman and was like, listen, I want that smoke with Errol Spence. That's how you do it. What Shawn Porter's doing in regards to Errol Spence right now, in terms of how he's calling Errol Spence out, real timid, it's the same thing that people say about Keith Thurman when it comes down to Errol Spence. It's the same thing. Keith Thurman is not enthusiastic when it comes down to Errol Spence. Neither is Shawn Porter. And it's because we know how Shawn Porter acts when he really wants to fight somebody. For example, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. We know how Keith Thurman talks when he really wants to fight. He used to talk about Floyd Mayweather all the time. He hopped into Paulie Malignaggi's press conference after a fight and said, you better not duck me, son. We know how these guys act when they really want to fight. Shawn Porter's not acting like that when it comes down to Errol Spence. And I'm not saying that Shawn Porter won't get into the ring with Errol Spence. I think he would. I don't think he's scared of anybody. I actually think Shawn Porter would have a better chance at Errol Spence than a lot of guys strictly off the style. And Shawn Porter's not going to be scared of that power. He's going to get in there and get down and dirty. But Kenny Porter, that's the reason why people are saying what they're saying, is because Shawn Porter, when it comes down to Errol Spence, he's acting like Keith Thurman when it comes down to Errol Spence. And I hope you don't take it personal. I'm just another broke YouTube channel, just trying to do his thing and just love the sport. But I just had to give my opinion on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.